Greetings from the APEC Secretariat. I'm Michael Chapnick, here with APEC Policy Support Unit analyst Andre Wirio to discuss the benefits and challenges of small businesses going digital, especially during the pandemic, and what they need from the policy community. Thank you for joining us from Singapore, Andre. The COVID-19 pandemic has hit us hard, especially small businesses. How are they coping, and what do they need from policymakers?
Thank you for having me, Michael. You are absolutely right. Among businesses, no sector has been more shaken than the micro, small, and medium enterprises. Generally, these firms are more vulnerable to economic shocks because they tend to have fewer assets, more limited cash reserves, and lower levels of productivity than their larger counterparts. Adding to these challenges in the context of APEC is the fact that these businesses collectively employ more than 60% of all workers in the region and make up more than 98% of all enterprises in most APEC member economies. Although many small businesses have taken steps to reduce overhead, expenses such as rent, insurance, debt payment, and employee wages continue to put pressure on resources. The ongoing damage to the economy could cause insolvency for many businesses and subsequent lasting spikes in unemployment and societal stress. Recognizing that micro, small, and medium enterprises are particularly vulnerable, targeting these businesses for relief has been a critical component of policy interventions in many APEC member economies. Many economies are providing tax relief for small businesses by delaying payment deadlines or cutting rates. They are also providing wage subsidies to help employers retain workers. Moreover, economies are using rate reductions, soft loans, refinancing, and guarantees to improve businesses' liquidity.
In neighborhoods around the region, the pandemic has pushed small businesses towards digital platforms. Is this the best way to go?
Well, going digital seems to be a very logical decision, considering that containment measures will likely persist for some time or need to be reintroduced with new outbreaks. Indeed, the pandemic has pushed more consumers online, and as their buying behavior change, many businesses may have little choice but to digitalize so as to adapt to the new realities of the market and remain competitive. Although we should recognize that the immediate benefits of digitalization may vary between sectors and firms, the adoption of digital solutions can generally help businesses to tap new revenue streams, to reduce costs, and to minimize pain points.
Can you tell us about some of the challenges that small businesses are facing in going digital?
Thank you for this question. Despite their benefits, it's crucial to recognize that digital solutions are not a panacea and have their own share of challenges. Indeed, some of these challenges have been brought to the fore as the COVID-19 situation continues to evolve. These include cybersecurity and data privacy concerns, exposure to digital fraud, online misinformation, asymmetric market power and platform dominance, and persistent digital divide and infrastructure-related issues. Threats to cybersecurity is a clear and present danger. Prior to the pandemic, reports of hacking incidents and data leaks were already abundant in the news media. With COVID containment measures and a significant increase in the adoption of digital solutions, such incidents are likely to increase further. Among businesses, micro, small, and medium enterprises are likely to be prime targets as they generally lack the necessary resources and security policies to defend against cyber attacks.
How can governments help make the transition easier as we move toward a digital business environment?
Supporting the digitalization efforts of micro, small, and medium enterprises amid the pandemic requires policymakers to adopt a two-pronged approach of allowing them to reap the benefits while overcoming the challenges of digitalization. These include first, to focus on overcoming digital divide and onboarding businesses to relevant platforms so that they can begin to use the services to address their pain points. Second is to address the cost of accessing the internet through various mechanisms such as subsidy or crisis response partnerships with service providers. Third is to promote digital literacy among the participants, hence ensuring that they have the right knowledge, they have the right skills to use digital tools to their benefits. Fourth is to enhance trust in digital solutions by tackling a variety of myriad of interrelated issues such as data protection and privacy, cybersecurity, and protection from digital fraud. Fifth is to address competition issues, ensuring that policies could facilitate new market entrants on the one hand and prevent the digital solutions from being exploited to the detriment of competition on the other hand. And finally, considering that digital economy is multifaceted in nature and that the private sector could be better placed to facilitate the delivery of some interventions, is to promote regional cooperation and public-private partnerships respectively.
Thank you, Andre, for sharing your views and for your work on the policy brief on micro, small, and medium enterprises, which was produced with support from the Asia Foundation. The policy brief can be found online at apec.org. For more information about APEC, we encourage you to follow us on social media platforms Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. To request an interview, please contact us at media@apec.org. Together, we can advance free trade for Asia-Pacific prosperity.